and he really did, you know, talk property, not talk it up, but talked to the assets that it had. You know, spoke of the assets and reinforced the quality of the area. Yeah, the area and the quality of, you know, the better qualities of the property.
You know, he's local, he knows every street, everything here. I think he's probably auctioned a house in every street in the Shire, so I think his comfort is with his familiarity.
And I would attribute that to, in listening to him on the day, his knowledge of the market, his knowledge of the area. He'd obviously done research, and he was able to quote figures as to the increases in the properties in the area, and so that local knowledge, I think, was valuable in gaining that extra money. But I definitely think he really pushed it beyond that 1-1 up to the 1-2 for us.
Just while we're waiting, ladies and gentlemen, you might be interested to know, in the Herald just about 3 weeks ago they had the Spring Property Guide and the information provided by RP Data, and they break down all the suburbs around Sydney and give us mere mortals an idea of how the real estate market's going. You can rely on their figures, and they tell us in the South Caringbah area the median price range for that 12-month period up till the 30th of June this year was $978,000. Not waterfront properties, just your average property. That gave those owners an increase in that 12-month period of 6.67%. Now that represents the average property in South Caringbah went up by $66,000. That means the average person in Caringbah last year made $1,269 every week. In other words, the average person in South Caringbah, every night when they went to bed last year, when they woke up in the morning, they were $181.32 richer just by laying flat on your back and doing absolutely nothing. Show me a better investment than that. Well, there is one, but we won't go down that road. We'll stick to real estate. The average person in Caringbah last year, in what people consider as a fairly flat market, made $7.56 an hour. I don't think they earn that in McDonald's today. So certainly a great area to buy, and certainly this location gets no better than this. I commend this area to you as good buying. Buyers, buy today. Don't miss out.
And thought, oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's how much these properties in this area gain, because while we look at other properties that are selling, I hadn't actually sat down and done the math, and you know, and he had worked out like how much it is increasing in the area per day, and I think that's what it was per day. And I thought, oh, well, there you go. You know, I learnt something. So I think, and I think that encourages people too. If you're a buyer, and I think to get that information, you think, oh well, if I pay that bit extra, I'm going to get it back, because you know, eventually, if that's a rate that this area increases, yeah, I think that it would give you more confidence to buy if you, yes, and go a little bit further than perhaps you're prepared to go, because you know, you suddenly start doing the math in your head and you think, oh yeah, well, it's not such a bad investment after all.